guys, thanks for watching. We are back and we are about to tell you how much it costs to open up a boutique store. So depending on what type of boutique you're opening and I guess what kind of market you're going into will depend on the actual cost of it. Some businesses cost more than others, just based on like inventory, equipment, things that you need to get started. Market / specialty grocery store. So our overhead and startup costs might be a little bit different than someone who is opening up like a clothing boutique or a gift store, just because they might not need all the same things that we need. Definitely, for example, coolers, you wouldn't find that in a store with clothing.
So this is the back of the store. I'm going to start from the back, go to the front. We do a lot of our repurposing, our cooking, our prepping back here. I will let you know what we need throughout this video as we go to each section of the store. Please like this video to support this channel and this small business. It's all a growing process with both. If you don't know, I built everything from the ground up. This was completely down to the studs, this store. If you've seen my other videos, you'll see what the finished product is. If you see my first video, you'll see that this store was down to the bare bones, no tile, just cement. So, starting off with one of our biggest expenses, electrical costs $25,000. So that's everything you see here, the transformers, the electrical box, everything connected to all of our lighting, our coolers, everything was set up in stone. Now, you're probably wondering, Ray, why didn't you just, buy your own property if you're gonna invest so much into a rental? Usually when you put money into a rental, your rent is a lot cheaper. If this place was already done, my rent would be probably 20% to 25% more if it was a completed building. Since I invested my own money into it, well, these are leasehold improvements that I did, and the rent isn't as high because I had to invest my own money into it. So on one side, you get a finished product, your rent is high. On the other side, you put your own money into it, and your rent is lower. This is the walk-in cooler. You need this if you're going to keep anything fresh besides, dairy, fruits, veg, cheese, meats. You're going to need a walk-in cooler. You might need two. I needed just the one. This walk-in cooler was a scary price. I did not expect this when I had to install this equipment. This cost $10,000. This, the whole setup of everything, like the walls and everything, the actual structure of the walk-in cooler was already from an old grocery store, the one I mentioned in a previous video that shut down like many years ago. The walls, everything was still good. We got it inspected. It was still insulated fine. I just had to pay for, well, the condensing unit on the roof and this evaporator here. So yeah, that's just an added cost that I didn't expect. I thought 4 or 5. However, installation, maintenance, warranty, everything else, $10,000. So that was a scary price. I really needed to sit down for when I got that quote. But it's the cost of doing business, and it's one of the requirements to owning anything with any inventory that's perishable. Disregard all this if you have inventory that is non-food related, and you'll skip this cost altogether. And the main meat and potatoes of this store, this was my biggest mistake. That I opened this store, my inventory was worth $8,000. So that is really bare bones to fill a store about 1,500 to 2,000 square feet. I really like this place was empty. We had little tables everywhere with produce and stuff, because the essential purpose of this store was to be a produce market. We quickly learned that we couldn't survive on just produce with the waste and everything else, and the amount of people that that were missing by not carrying other products. Produce had to be expanded into a full-on almost grocery store. So this is where we're at today. We started with 8,000 in inventory, so I'm going to leave it at that. But I will let you know that our inventory is probably around 18 to 20,000 right now currently. So even when I say these starting costs, this doesn't mean that you need this money and that's it. You're constantly reinvesting. In this type of business, any retail store, you're constantly spending more and more money to make more money. Essentially, the more you can spend, the more money you should be making by selling the things that you're spending your money on. This is our signage. It does need to be improved. We're working on that. And a little bit of window description, which helps, really tell people who've never been here what this store is all about. This actually only cost $600. This was a $150 DIY project that Felicia did, and thank you for that. So tiles was another big expense that we didn't want to skimp on the look of the tiles in the store. We do want to keep it kind of a nice boutique feel, a home feel. You come in, your family type of thing. So the tiles we bought wholesale, and to be honest, we kind of helped the contractor because we know him very well. Because we are trying to learn how to do some handyman stuff and cut costs in the future for a second location or maybe a renovation on a house that we're looking at. So total cost of materials and labor for the tiles was $4,500. Okay, so the cash. Just the tables and everything else. These are just dining room tables, to be honest. They work fine for now. We do need to clean a lot of this up. It's a work in progress. Rome wasn't built in a day, so don't get discouraged when things look like crap in your store. They will get better. So shelving, cash tables, and everything else. Give me a second to calculate that. The main bunks were $500 each. We bought 6 of these. We knew the contractor. We also helped find the material. So that was, we bought 6, $3,500 each, and so far this is a solid piece that we're probably never going to get rid of. So then these kind of wooden shelving are from, just small little furniture stores or IKEA that we picked up as we kept building the place up. I would say in general, there's probably 4 of these and maybe about 10 of those that you see there. I would say random miscellaneous shelving we probably spent another $1,500 on just to beef the place up. More shelving to come. You can never have enough shelves, you can never have enough inventory if you're selling it, of course. Aside from our walk-in cooler, we have some retail coolers and some freezers. We're going to do a quick walk here. These are the coolers. You'll see 2 more of them at the back there. And a small single door, $6,500 for our coolers. Okay, so our freezers, we own this one. This was $500. A tip you can use with a lot of vendors that will be in your local area, have them buy their own cooler or freezer, and they can stock only their items in there. It's like a vending machine they own. They fill it, they service it, you take a profit or a rental commission. So these are the coolers I was mentioning. This is more of a lunch cooler, and this is more of a dairy and kind of juice/cheese cooler. It's all a work in progress. Things will get better. You don't have to start this big. You can start half this size, a quarter this size, and spend a quarter of the money, right? You can really budget things well and make things work under 10,000, I would say. Starting very small. I wouldn't expect to make much of a salary if you start that small. Okay, we got a quick coffee bar. Very simple, very easy. People want an espresso or a cappuccino while they shop or before they go out. We're still trying to build this section. The machine costs $5. Little knickknacks and things like that probably cost another $50, I would say. So $5.50 for the coffee bar. And just to show you like kind of a cool piece how we kind of used it for our new business. I used to run like a mobile bar business. It was all based on fresh juices and mixing with booze, blah blah blah. We come to weddings, this and that. That was the old me. This is the new me, and we still used our bar that we used to bring around to events up by the front here, and kind of made it our own. Trying to make things, you know, multi-dimensional so it looks better for the customer, not just a flat like board. So in total, the investment required for this retail shop slash boutique was about 60 to 70 grand. I can tell you that there hasn't been any easy days. Every day is a challenge to make profit. That is the honest truth. But we're doing okay, you know, we're not doing terrible, we're not doing, you know, we're not gonna get rich. This place will never make you rich. A small boutique is not gonna make you rich. You're gonna enjoy what you're doing and make a comfortable living if things go well. You don't have to start this size at all. You can really scale everything down and really find a niche for your boutique that works for you. So if you really don't want to take a huge risk on anything, you know, $10,000, $20,000 to start your business, that works too. It's just about finding the right location that works for your concept. What tips can I tell you to kind of keep your costs down? Start small if you need to. Don't overextend yourself, you know, with inventory that may not sell. You need to build inventory slowly because you don't know what sells right away. You don't know what your customer wants. You don't know exactly what's going to sell and what's going to sit there. So you don't want to invest too much at the start unless it's you know, proven sales from other stores that are very, very similar in your area. That's one thing I can tell you. Don't cheap out on your location. I know the rent might be cheaper, but the location might be, you know, something that doesn't work for you. So you'll be paying cheap rent, but you won't be making sales. So you're not going to get anywhere. To really cut your startup costs down, you're going to try to do a lot of things yourself. You know, if you can find used shelves or build some shelves yourself or get someone you know to build them for free, perfect. You know, painting should be something that you guys should do for free. Well, not for free, you gotta buy the paint, but you should do that yourselves. This stuff, it might take time, but you'll save a lot of money in the long run, and you don't want to tie yourself up with too many contractor costs, because that's going to be one of your main expenses when you open up your own location, especially if it's down to the bare bones like it was for us. Used equipment is perfect. Inventory on consignment, which means, you know, if it doesn't sell, they have to take it back. You're not stuck sitting on inventory forever, having to discount things forever. Another thing you can do is get shelving from the companies that supply your products. A lot of the times they will make you put, you know, their products on their own shelves, but you know, they only come around once every 2 months to restock. So while they're not around, you fill it up with other things that you want to sell, and then when you see them coming down the parking lot, you just move it to another shelf. It's very easy. That's free shelving right there. So in total, it was about a $70,000 investment. It's going to take probably 5 years with paying myself, of course, and another part-timer. It's going to take 5 years to make our money back in this location, which isn't crazy, as long as we can make a comfortable living and nobody gets hurt and nobody slips and falls and nobody eats something poisonous. It's going to be a good 5 years. I don't know what we're going to do after this 5th year. This isn't the 5th year. I don't know what we're going to do at the end of the 5th year. I'm hoping to have another location, or you know, we can put it up for a nice sale on the profit side of things. We'll see what happens. You know, I don't know how long I want to sell tomatoes to old people for, so that's just the way that's gonna go. Thanks for watching this far. If you made it, you might as well subscribe, and please like this video. We are coming at a point in this type of business that's going to be very busy. The Christmas season is very busy for any retail store, so that's something you can look forward to if you own one and haven't had a Christmas season yet. I'm really rambling. Yeah, see you soon.